Some people have such a strong presence that they are always ready to support and appreciate others or students. Today we have our first guest, a person who presents his thought always with a smile. He's so humble, profound, and a very hardworking man. A multi-talented man, the head boy of Loyola Academy, Mr. A.V. Srikar. Hello, Mr. Srikar. How are you?
Hi Rohit, hi Kushi. Okay, I can tell good because finally I got some break from my busy schedule and I'm here just because you called me for the small podcast and yeah, it's been very tight for me because many events are coming and going. But yeah, this literally feels like a break and to all my duties and responsibilities.
Thank you so much for joining us even after having lots of work pending. So my first question is, how, like as a person you are so chill, your energy is so calm. How do you, like despite having a tornado in your brain or your life, how do you managing all your things?
See, I'll tell you a simple concept. See, now once someone is given a position to lead, especially as the head boy, I will be placed in many situations that my decision or my word will reflect in other people's opinion or other people's action or any other consequence whichever happens in future. So every time, because even I am a normal human being, even I get anger issues, even I get irritated, even I get pissed off. But this position is given to me because I have to have a gap, I have to have a limit on all such emotions, and I have to take a particular decision. Like being calm, being chill is basically what my face says because I always keep smiling.
Exactly.
But inside, no single person like knows what I'm going through. It's very rare people get to know that he's going through something, he's very angry, let's not disturb it. And it happens very rarely with me. But how much ever angry I am, how much ever irritated I am, the way I talk to people would be in a very calm way. And if it is reaching out to an extent that I can't manage my anger, I distance from everyone. But telling a word, every time I go with this one concept that once you tell something, there are 1,000 consequences that might happen of what you tell. So it's just like talk before, like, not, oh sorry, it's like just think before you talk, right? That's the reason. Just I'll be scared of what would happen if I would tell this, what would happen if I tell that, and I'll stop myself.
Okay, so how do you feel as being the head boy of Loyola Academy?
It is a very tough question, but I'll make it very easy for myself. First thing, obviously proud, because it was not an easy task to, like you being selected out of 5,000 students in the college. It is like very tough. And okay, if it is 5,000 students, I can deduct it up to 1,500 because third year's 1,500 to 2,000. And second thing is scared. I'm scared because what would my actions lead to something in future, or otherwise what would others' intentions lead to my actions? Anything, everything scares me every day when I enter this campus. Like what will happen this day? What will I have to face? And how should I deal with it? And bringing up such a big responsibility on shoulder, no, it is very painful. Like at a situation, I fall in a situation where I will be very tough to deal with my academics, my personal life, my professional life, and then again being as head boy. But obviously, it is something which I worked on from my first year to be here. So it is a very proud moment. I just, whenever it scares me that I can't do, whenever it scares me, oh my god, it is really tough, I just flash in all my efforts once. And then I was like, Srikar, yaar, what a person you are, you can do this easily.
Yeah.
I just tap my own shoulder and like, okay, go ahead, you can do it.
So my second question is, what are your future goals?
Future goals, okay. This is actually recently in December maybe, I got placed in Deloitte. So as an audit analyst, I'm into Deloitte. I'll be joining from this September. And along with that, whatever I preferred, like I don't know if the whole Loyola knows or my batchmates even know, I'm the first admission of my batch in this college. I researched a lot about what I have to do in my future past my intermediate itself. Like once COVID came in, I had a lot of time to deal with many things. And then I concentrated what to do in my future. Then I found our college, and then I found this course called BCom Honors Strategic Finance, which I'm into now. And this course offers a professional course along with a normal degree, that is United States Certified Management Accountant. So I got scholarship to write the exam, and hopefully I'll be clearing my 2 parts of CMA by next year or latest by 2025. And that time, then I'll start my career professionally, because there will be a name added to my name, beside a degree added to my name, that is called AV Srikar US CMA. I want to sound that. Like initially, after joining this college, after few months, I wanted to hear it as AV Srikar the Head Boy. Now the next goal is AV Srikar the US CMA. And then I might go on to MBA and open MBA just to get those credits. And future, an additional, I want another certificate, that is another professional degree called US CFA. And then my entrepreneur journey begins.
What is that AV before Srikar?
AV before the Srikar. Yash calls it audio visual, but the surname goes like Akena Pragada Venkata. That is my surname.
Okay. So my question is, we would like to know about your journey from first year.
Okay, this is a very easy question, but it is a very long answer. So my first year, talking back then, it was COVID. So we did not have any activities, completely nil, completely online. But first semester, what was very disappointing to most of the students in first semester was, all the classes were online, the exams were offline. And it hurts. But for me, okay, I was very good in academics, but it Sorry, and even toppers. It actually did not point. But the thing was, my first and second semester was actually very painful. It was, though I was not the head boy back then, obviously, but it was very difficult for me to go through. The first time I came to college was in December. I remember the date, December 4th. Because I was selected in choir and I was selected for the Christmas carols to sing.
Yeah, I saw the picture on Instagram.
Yeah. So that time the head boy was Roshan Matthew. He was such an inspiration. The day I didn't know that there was something called student council in Loyola by then. But when few people started calling, I get to know these people are leading the choir. These are called the finance secretaries. These are the cultural secretaries. It is headed by the head boy. I was like, oh, this is same as my school. In my school, I was the cultural secretary. So I saw this guy, the power he holds and the way he deals with things, I was like, it would be great if I be in that position is what I thought then. But for a moment I thought that and I gave it a pause. I didn't continue what if I'll be the head boy, because at that moment so many things were on me. COVID came in, my father lost his job, my brother was in his internship, he was not paid by then. My mom got half of her salary. The point is, my mom already works in a minority organization. And her salary itself is minimal. And getting half of it won't even run my family. And there is a huge fee of 85,000 in front of me, my college fees.
I think the highest fees is the study stance.
The highest is IAF when I came in, because IAF is also a professional course. So when I came in, I was like 85,000. What to do? We have to pay 50,000 starting. We took a debt of 50,000. Though it is a debt, now we have to pay it back. What to do? So I was like, at young age, it is very rare for people to understand that you doing something in this position helps the family. Like getting that responsibility, doing something is very rare in this generation. But at that moment, I got it in. I was like, I should do something. It is my future. It is my family. I have to do something. So I was searching for jobs. Then my cousin started with a small firm. Like it was a startup and it was named Open Pitch. Open Pitch is basically where people, small business and professionals are promoted. Because it was the time of COVID, even they were running off losses. But I had to have a basic diploma to do it. What did I do? In 1.5 months, I got so much time because of COVID. Though my, my results were out in July, my college started in September. What to do? I completed my diploma in computer applications in 1.5 months.
1.5?
Yeah, 1.5 months. I learned MS Excel not MS Excel, Microsoft Office completely, Photoshop, Adobe, CorelDRAW, and many things. And after that, I got into it. So they hired me as a content writer. Now get English rana padti. Everything that I did was very good. Okay, my percentage was 72%. No one believes that it was 72 because the way I study right now, no one believes it. Then in my intermediate, I went through so much during my admission. I got 2 marks out of 10 marks for my entrance. And that sir asked me one thing: what should I take? Why should I take you? What should make me take you? Give me some promise. that makes me take it. I was like, sir, wait for 2 years, see how my name will sound in this college. I just told that. And in my first year also, I participated, but I couldn't win that much. It was just a consolation prize. I was leaving my college second year, intermediate, that is Little Flower Junior College. I left the college with 96% in my academics. And I won without COVID batch. And first prize in solo singing, first prize in group singing, first prize in Western dance, first prize in Western group dance. Unitlo first, and with the title that Best Outgoing Student of the Year. I met that sir and I told
please mark it.
I met that sir and I told you this name will sound loud. But the problem was my English back then again. I got 96%, but 80% in English. I couldn't speak. Completely nahi. Actually, academics to ho gaya, I have to concentrate on the way I speak now. Then first year, okay, content writing, when my sister literally offered me that job, I was like, I don't know, I just know A to Z and few grammar things. That's all, I can't do anything. It's like, you can do it. Just I'll guide you in few things. And like when people say that they'll guide me in few things, I actually accept it, but most of the time I don't take that guidance. It's like, okay, fine, it's done. I took her help at some point because she has to review and publish it. But I started doing content writing. I was amazed by myself. 15 days of my content writing, I wrote some 30 profiles. And 15 days of my content, I used to get paid like 50 rupees per content back then. 15 days were done. My content got Google ranking.
Wow.
I was shocked. And my pay went from 50 to 75. Google ranking of 3 stars. And then again, after a month, again I got a Google ranking. The 3 went to 4.5. That 50 rupees went to 100 rupees. Double. And then I started earning. I didn't know. Like initially I was writing. Then I was like, okay, I'm writing. Everything is going well. But I'm not speaking. What should I do with speaking? I saw this random marketing internship. I applied. I thought I couldn't make it there too. 7 days. The target sales were 8 sales. On the 9th day, my internship first part ends. 8th day, night, still 2 sales. 9th day, evening, 11 sales. I made that happen and then I continued. Then they promoted me as manager. I was added into HR. I was added into technical. I was managing 3 things. So in September, after the college started, my basic schedule every day was my study table, my laptop in between where I'm doing content writing, my phone where I'm answering the calls of my internship marketing, my dad's phone where I'm attending my online classes. This is my basic routine of every day. I never went out. I never enjoyed in my lockdown. The only things I enjoyed was cooking. I cook. I cook from my 6th standard.
Seriously?
Yeah, from my 6th standard. And I used to record reels. I did not even get time to go and cut my hair. If you check on my Instagram, if you scroll it down, I grew my hair that time.
Just like Boo and Mom.
So then it was like an year. I didn't know where all my money was going. Then I understood the struggle parents face. Like they get their salary every month, but they can't even save it for their enjoyment, their interest and all. Because after my internship was done, I paid my college fees done. I was buying groceries, I was buying vegetables, everything. But I was like, there's zero balance in my account. End of my internship after a year, I calculated the total amount I earned was 1.5 to 1.6 lakhs.
How many months?
1 year.
12 months.
Great. At least you know how to cook.
So that was my first year. It was very difficult. End of second, I left all my internships. In my second year, I was doing good, but I was diagnosed with very high attack of dengue. And then that affected my lungs as well. So I couldn't take part. I did not enjoy resonance as a participant. Because I couldn't sing well, I couldn't do anything that much, but I still gave my best. I used to never give up. So my second year went on well, but my second year started, what I feel was my second year started in my 4th semester. I represented colleges at various levels. Like in February last year, I was ranked top 10 in India for National Accounting Talent Search exam. In March, I represented our college in IIT Kharagpur for Global Entrepreneurship Summit. In a competition, I was ranked 4th. I executed it. I understood where am I standing in the current generation. It's better than many people.
Yeah, far better than me.
So that is the long answer I told about my first year.
So are you introvert, extrovert?
I'm an ambivert. I can tell you in this way because I get very in my personal life. When you get back to my personal life, I'm very difficult to connect with a person. I'm very difficult to start a friendship. I can tell you there are some 4 or 5 friendship I started by myself. That's all in my whole life till now. The rest all like either it is because of the groups we are into or because it's just normal friendships which we started.
So they're from college or outside?
It is from school.
Childhood friends.
From childhood friends because my childhood friends are still studying with me now and they're in my council too. My childhood friends. Gaurav, the cultural head, he's my friend for almost 8.5 years now. Sushma, she's my sister. Like we have a bond of brother and sister. She's into council. I've known her from my childhood. So many of the friendships are continuing. Thing is, but when you come to my professional life, I can speak even if you're a very if it is like a first time you're meeting, very stranger. Okay, fine, I can speak to you. But at the same time, you come for personal talks, and if you're a stranger, it's like, oh, excuse me, who are you? Hi, ever sir, who are you? I don't know. But in professional life, I developed it because of marketing. Marketing is like completely you're sleeping in 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the evening. 3 to 5 was my nap time every day. So 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, I used to get calls in my sleep. I was like, hello. Yeah, hi sir, this is Srikar from Unschool. I'm the junior Unschool community champion. How can I help you, sir? This is like getting used to this continuously, made me very much fluent in the way I talk.
Multi-talented Mr. Srikar.
Thank you.
Could you please tell us about your 5 top skills? Which you
5
prefer?
top skills.
Yeah.
Like I divided it personal and professional life. Like if you go with professional life, the first skill is social skills. And next, if we go the leadership quality, and third thing is like people might not count this much often as a professional skill, but I feel like I don't call it as a skill, it is a quality, but I consider it as a skill, humble and down to earth.
I am totally agree with this.
That is very important in a professional environment because how much ever experience or how much ever age the person is, like let it be above, let it be positive or negative, you have to respect and you have to be still down to earth. And the fourth thing is something which relates to how down to earth you are. I can write it in such a way, I can put it in a way that though you're down to earth, never forget your worth. I can tell it in that way. And the last thing is I can tell it being obedient. That is very much important. Being obedient and honest because there are places even where in professional places where you feel like if I tell this might not happen. But if you don't tell that, if you don't put out the truth front, it will affect many things in future.
Exactly.
And this is the quality where I learned when I became the head boy.
कहते हैं ना कि एक झूठ छुपाने के लिए 100 झूठ बोलना पड़ता है.
Exactly. I can tell in your personal life, only one skill tops everything. Be genuine. Be genuine, be loud. That's all.
Okay, who is your favorite YouTuber by the way?
Sanskari bacha.
Unexpected.
This wasn't the script. So I have a personal question for you.
Okay.
Your opinion about Pankaj Tripathi sir?
My opinion on Pankaj Tripathi, I like there are many series on movies which I watched of his. The only thing which I love about Pankaj Tripathi is his versatility and the roles he picked. And whichever there are many roles which he was into, and he was like a top-notch actor. He was very versatile and he could be in every particular role he gave his best. But why did you ask Pankaj Tripathi in my interview?
Actually, he's from my state.
Okay.
He's from Bihar state. And the thing is, he's so much down to earth.
Yeah, agree.
So जो उनका तरीका है बात करने का, वो उस तरीके से ना कि हम क्या है, when I am personally उनको सुन रहा हूँ तो ऐसा लगता है वो सुनते जाओ. Even he is abusive. Because he will abuse in such nice way. Bihari people are very much talented. Aryabhat, Sushant Singh Rajput.
Obviously, Pankaj Tripathi.
Obviously, Sanskari Talks. I have a list of questions for you on behalf of college students.
Oh, great.
So my first question for you is, I will not reveal the name who asked it. I'm just revealing the question.
Yeah, of course.
Can first year students join council?
No, they can't join council in first year. You have to wait till your third year.
Someone is asking why can't we have fest till night?
Why can't you have fest till night? I asked the same thing to father. It's like he didn't give me permission, and that's exactly why we made Navtaram and why we are making Navtaram. And it's so obvious that Navtaram, everyone know till which time it went on. Just because few things are not allowed in college, we are doing it outside, and we are still giving the same energy to people.
That was unofficial, right?
That was unofficial, but it was done by me. It was done by us. We still represent the college.
So the next question is a bit funny and a very serious question. Even my question is the same. How to get into council?
How to get into council? See, the only thing I can tell you is you don't have to aim. You don't have to showcase things or do things just for the sake that you want to get into council. That is one main point. What I've observed is like I've never been behind any person in my life that I want to get into the council or I want to be the head boy. The only thing you have to do is if you want to get into the council, every single step which you do in your life, that you have to do it just to make yourself better, and not that you have to be the head boy, not that you have to get into the council. I did many things in my life because I want to update my resume, I want to update myself with my knowledge, I want to update my skill, I want to update my talent.
I want to upgrade yourself.
Yes. Not just that I want to be the head boy, so I have to do this, then only I'll be the head boy. There was like zero things which I did just because this makes me head boy, this makes me be in student council. Zero things I did in my life. That's all.
Someone is asking when will washrooms of Loyola modify?
Now, yeah, it will soon be modified because if you see, Inigo did not have washrooms for men and previously. This time this is the year, like last year, end of last year, we got washrooms. And I can tell compared to any other washrooms in the whole campus, Inigo's new washrooms are good.
Yeah.
And slowly it will be developing because there is a new building being built there. What happens is once that building is done, they'll concentrate back on these buildings and updating them because many things from this building are running over to that building.
So that building is for commerce or for?
It is for commerce and arts.
Okay.
So it's not for management.
No, management remains in PG block. Admin block remains completely only for administration part, and life sciences will be in Inigo, I guess. Computer science and CS.
I have a question. Why all the commerce departments are in Inigo block and only BBA is in PG block?
Because we
See, BBA is classified as management, not commerce. It is school of management, it is not school of commerce. That's why it is mixed with PG block because in future PG block is going to be as school of management. The PG block tag will be removed and the tag of school of management will be coming there once we get a heads up for university or anything, any positive news.
So my next question is someone asking, being a head boy, how do you view the college?
How do I view the college being the head boy? Like it is a very vague question I can tell, but a very good answer for this question would be viewing the college as one and the all because no separation, no any criticism, no differences based on any small thing, no biasness. The only view for my college is everyone, every single student, every single teacher, every single person who's on their legs on this campus are my people. That's all.
Someone is asking, when you are in first semester, you are clear in your mind that you want to become head boy?
Not clear, but I had a thought like it would be great if I
Okay,
would.
let it be the lockdown period.
Yeah.
Second year.
Second year I did not. As I told you previously also as a part of my interview, second year, half of my second year, like that is third semester, did not go well because of my health reasons or because I was closing up with all my internship. And the next part I was recovering from that and I was into many competitions. I did not get a thought of that I want to be a head boy. But I had this, दोस्त रहते हैं, सब लोग छेड़ते तू ही तो बनेगा head boy next year. I've been through so much of it. It's like don't tell it, stop, what if
फिर लगता है कि अगर अब नहीं बने तो फिर
but नहीं बने तो क्या? So that was the point.
Your memorable memory of college life till yet?
Till date, memorable memory. Yeah, there is only one memory. That day when my mom came onto the stage and she pinned my badge.
Someone is asking, hello Srikar brother, I have a question ki how can I keep my academics or whatever to join council in third year? I am very bad and want to be in council especially as an event or hospitality head. So my question is, how can I, shall I know the process of joining the council?
See, the process of getting into the council changes every year. It depends on how the current council wants the next year's council want to be. Very effective. The process will be changing every year. But I can tell you that your academics, till a point, the only point till where academics affects your council selection is not having backlogs. That is the basic thing. And the rest, it will not at all affect your council selection process.
If a student getting 8 CG or more than 80%,
That does not matter. Even a person getting 60%, even a person getting 100% is same.
So someone is asking like, do college provide with buses or any private vehicles which picks up from home for college and drops home from college? If not, then what's wrong when student is late for class? At least if it is 10 minutes.
Okay, I can tell you, I've been in that situation too at a point, like because all my first year I was not in that situation because it was online. Second year, okay, few times I was been in that situation. The college does not provide any private transport, neither the buses, nor any transport provision by college. But the point here is, now once from school to intermediate, once you pass on from one year to another year, it's just that you're skipping and you're going to a next academic level. To your intermediate, you come to degree. But in degree, what happens is, once you pass on degree, not everyone gets into their higher studies. Some people might prefer jobs. I can tell this punctuality system is basically built in our college. Only because this should not affect us when we join companies in future. Because in companies, not every company has a transport system for their employees.
Exactly.
The transport system is only available for employees who are working after 9 p.m. or before 6 a.m. Only for them. So in such situations, it is you who is coming to college. When it is you who is coming to college, you will know how much distance is from your home to your college. You will know what are the transport issues, what are the traffic issues, what might be any other miscellaneous issues that will be from your home to college. Then it will be very easy for you to judge. Then when should I start? By when should I be? It's just that sometimes we just fall on to give few excuses like traffic or something else. Even I gave it, but at a point I realized that it's okay. Let's admit that we are at wrong at some point. If we admit what happens, it's just that you learn and you'll be better next time. So if you admit the fact that you could have do better, that is how you can do better in your life. And if you're late now, this will save. Here, being late cuts your attendance. In future, being late cuts your salary. That is very important to learn. So that is that.
A few things you learn as a head boy, which maybe if you hadn't been the head boy, you wouldn't have gotten to know or learn.
Yeah, few things. First thing would be that I was scared a lot to go and address. Though in my professional life, I was okayish to an extent that I can go and talk. But I used to get very scared to go and talk in first. It's like, especially in the situations where I'll tell you fairly what is that situation. When any quarrel happens, when any fight happens, I'm very scared to go and defend my people or defend myself in anything. Like even let it be I'm on a road and someone comes and dashes me. Even if it is not my mistake, I can't speak. That at that place, it used to be very difficult for me to talk. But once I became the head boy, I don't know what confidence got into me. I started defending myself. I was there for my people. That is one thing which I learned as a head boy. And the second thing which is very much important is I improved my patience levels. I was more calm than how much I was previously. Previously, I was not calm. Intermediate, from two years of my intermediate, I was that irritated and that angry to a level that some people called me psychopath. I was very angry. I broke 4 chairs in my home because of my anger issues.
Seriously,
Yeah.
chairs.
Yeah. Now, if I tell it to anyone looking at how calm I am or how patient I am, they wouldn't know. But the only people who can understand my irritation and my anger levels are my counsel. If you go and tell Srikar is very calm, Srikar is very this in counsel to counsel people, no, they'll be like, you should have seen his anger.
We have more guests to come. We'll ask them.
So that is the thing.
So we have a small game for Mr. Srikar. We'll show him some pictures and we'll ask him the year. The first pic is with your family, you, your father, your brother, and you.
This
The year.
2006 or 2007.
Next question. This picture.
This, oh my god. This, I don't remember the year exactly, but I remember why did we take that picture.
Okay.
That was on Diwali. And my grandfather passed away that year, and they were like, we should not celebrate Diwali. And I cried a lot that we have to do something. So that was the first time when, until then, we always bought ready-made clothes. That was the first time. The shirt and pant which I'm wearing, that was the first time a cloth piece, we stitched it for me.
Silawa kapra.
Silawa kapra.
Yeah, the leather was.
First time. And I was like, we'll take a family picture in a studio.
Wow.
That was the first time we went to a studio after doing a lot. That some way we can celebrate our Diwali. Maybe this is around 2010 or 2011.
Okay. Tell me which studio it was.
Aruna Studio.
Yeah.
Super. Okay. During that photo, what was the color of your sunglasses?
Not so
Which
black.
photo?
I mean the glasses.
Okay, the second one which I took with my brother.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where he was behind me and he was putting his hand on my shoulder.
Exactly.
The color of, I
That
guess,
wasn't scripted, I'm saying.
and that color, I guess maybe it is. It looked like a transparent glass specs,
No,
but
the
it does
frame.
not have the frame.
The frame.
The frame. It looked like transparent, but the glasses did not have the glasses. It was only frame. That
Okay.
And I guess it was of red color.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
I was just going back to.
Okay, then the thing was the moment you said 2010, right? Picture.
Hmm.
That is in 2014, I guess.
Oh.
You only post on then and now on Facebook.
Oh, yeah, my dad did. I'm very less in Facebook. I don't
Okay.
post these.
Tell me, which Diwali was that? The year.
This is. I can tell you one thing. That was it was before COVID.
Before 2019.
2017 or 18.
Okay. Okay, tell me one thing. Which puja was that? जहाँ पे आप आराम से चिल बैठे हुए हैं.
This was Satyanarayana Vrata.
तो आप इतने परेशान क्यों हैं इसमें?
क्योंकि मुझे कोई काम नहीं था बल्कि मैं
Okay,
ड्रेस लगा
okay.
के उधर बैठा. The thing with the young ones is this only. You don't have any other work, but you still you're dressed, you're still sitting there. It's just that మా తెలుగులో ఒక టర్మ్ ఉంటుంది ఏం చేసినా పెద్దలు చేస్తారు మీరు వెనక కూర్చొని మామ
Exactly.
So I have a post on Instagram which is student council and head boy paid 75,000 rupees to college for. तो मेरे कुछ रंग
Right.
okay.
Now
Now Taran से related मेरे कुछ questions थे like many people were asking me that you paid 75,000 rupees, okay.
Yeah.
What was the profit, actual profits you generated from Northern?
Okay, so the actual profit in total we generated was 1.5 lakhs. Out of 1.5 lakhs, we didn't think to
1.50?
1.50, 1,50,000.
Data.
So 75,000 we gave to college. What did we do with 75,000? The rest 75,000 is we went to two underprivileged homes where actually we found few students. One, we went to a government school in Secunderabad and we distributed stationery to them and basic requirements like blankets, pillows and everything because they were falling short of them. And some amount of that we went to another home. This is somewhere in the outskirts of the city. It's not at all inside the city. Out of the vision of each and every person. No, even if there are good people in the society who would actually get into this social responsibility and go and donate something, this home is like literally out of vision. People won't even go there. So what we thought, we selected this particular home and they wanted few requirements. So for 1.5 months for their groceries we supplied, and after that we gave all the education material. They wanted 3 whiteboards. So we constructed 3 big whiteboards in their home. So this is the thing which we did for them. All the stray dogs, all the street dogs, we fed them for 1 day through an organization, and around
Okay.
so around 150 stray dogs we fed them that day.
Did you count actually?
Yeah, we have a video of giving it to every dog.
Okay. So was it government school or orphanage?
The first one was government school, second one was orphanage.
So as I was stalking his Instagram profile, I got to know that हम सबको वैसे पता है कि he is a good singer. इन्होंने more than I think 18 songs in Hindi और तेलुगु में कितने सारे songs गाए हैं. So I insist on ना you have to sing एक प्यार का नगमा है by लता मंगेशकर.
Okay. Can I check with the lyrics?
Yeah, you can.
I'll start it randomly because
This is actually your 7th song from end of the poster, like
Oh my
beginning of the
God.
poster.
Did you hear my first song and then you heard my last song?
Exactly.
My first song,
was Sunrahat.
my voice was very thin back then. I started singing in my 3rd class.
And
Third
that was
class.
Ashiki 2 song, Sunrahat.
Yeah, I know. Okay. एक प्यार का नगमा है. It was like कुछ पाकर खोना है, कुछ खोकर पाना है, जीवन का मतलब तो आना और जाना है, दो फल किए जीवन से एक उम्र चरानी है, जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है, एक प्यार का नगमा है.
So sweet. As I told you. एक और song हो जाए.
नहीं बहुत हो गया.
Actually, one song is for me and one more.
Okay.
Okay. The next song is
I should decide. अभी मुझे
Okay.
Malaysia.
Okay.
What song?
अभी मुझे
Abhi
From
Mujhe-
movie Agnipath.
Yep. So, धूप में चलते हुए तन को छाया पेड़ सी मिल गई, रूठे बच्चे की हंसी जैसे फुसलाने से फिर खिल गई, कुछ ऐसा हो अब महसूस दिल को हो रहा है, बरसों के पुराने जख्म पे मरहम लगा सा है, कुछ ऐसी किरण इस लम्हे में है, ये लम्हा कहाँ था मेरा, अब है सामने इसे छू लूं जरा, मर जाऊं या जी लूं जरा, खुशियाँ झूम लूं या रो लूं जरा, मर जाऊं या जी लूं जरा.
Indeed a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
अब मुंबई आ रहे हैं.
Oh my God! Thank you so much. Sir. Go ahead and take it.
Okay, so now we have rapid fire questions for you. First question is, what is the one thing you love and hate about yourself?
One thing I love about myself is not giving up. One thing I hate about myself is over loving people.
Okay, the next question is, what's the most common rumor you have heard about yourself?
The most common rumor I've heard about myself is that our head boy is very calm and he's very innocent. And that is actually a rumor. I'm not innocent.
Okay, the next question is, one thing you want to change about a college?
One thing I want to change about our college is commerce students and art students sitting from Headboy to Head Boy. I want that because I've been hearing it from my first year that the block is ready. That is one thing. And the second thing which I want to bring up in our college is, I don't know if this is a funny thing, but before we joined our college, there was thumb impression thing for attendance. I want that back. It gives corporate feel.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so, tell me one thing. Who's the most talkative and a silent person in concert?
Most talkative is Yash, my dear production head.
My second favorite.
And the most silent person in council.
Silent means disco.
Yeah, I know. My friend, she's from my department, Tanya Sharma. She is the student.
She was in NSS, right?
Yeah, she was in
Yeah.
NSS. Now she's in the council.
Your movie partner.
I prefer to go to movie alone.
Why?
I go to movies alone. There is one thing. I go to movies alone, or whoever invites me to movies should make sure that they're not disturbing until the movie ends.
Okay, what kind of movie, like what category you like in movies?
No particular genre. I like to experiment more underrated, like low-rated stars who come up with new things.
Your hangout partner.
My hangout partner. Recently, like for the last 1 year, the only person I call if I want to go around anywhere are two people. I can tell you, two people are my hangout partner. One is Yash, obviously. Wherever I want to go, like it is like almost I'll feel bad if he's not calling me when he's going out. And second is Achyut, our documentation.
I know when you ask him about going out, he can't say no.
He'll never tell me.
No, you ask me why.
Why?
Because he is Yash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, my next question is favorite place to hang out in Hyderabad.
Favorite place to hang out in Hyderabad, Charminar. I love Charminar only for one reason. Because because I can put a snap to people that I'm at Charminar. And the chai is so good there.
Irani chai.
Yeah, Irani chai and Hotel Nayab, obviously.
Okay, your CGPA in last semester.
9.3.
Okay, Kushi, okay, we'll talk about this later. Okay, tell me one thing. How Lakshman has best observation?
How Lakshman has best observation? I
He
don't
doesn't
know.
even use glasses.
His experience maybe. He got used to catch hold of people and take to power for the last year. Maybe he's more than looking at various different varieties of students, he went through looking at different varieties of block insiders and fathers, I guess. Maybe because of that maybe he's tired of that also now. Well, like what he says to me, he's very tired of things now in college.
2 words about Gary Matthew.
2 words about Gary Matthews. Gary was like a friend of mine before being the head boy. Like one important thing about Gary is he used to lead the choir very beautifully. He was the choir lead. And the second thing is his word. If he gives a word that he'll be completing this work by this time, it used to get done. That is very impressive about people.
You prefer traveling with family or friends?
Both. Neutral.
The last place you visited?
The last place
I mean the last trip.
The last mega trip was like, okay, I can't include that, but the last one was, where did I go? Oh my god. Yeah, the last trip was 2 days before, few days before we went to Charminar and we ate
Not local trip.
Not local
At
trip.
least the state.
State ke bahar, huh?
Interesting.
It was so much time, literally so much time. It was nearly my first year of intermediate.
Okay.
Since then I did not go.
Have you ever been to India? Have you ever been to North India?
Delhi once.
Delhi. Apart from Delhi?
No.
What could be a one song which you can listen for your entire life without getting bored?
Nazam.
But ready to मुझे गाना चाहिए था.
वो hard situation तो नहीं गाते. That is very special.
Okay. What would be the one country you want to settle out apart from India?
No other country. India, that's all.
Okay, how many languages do you know?
4?
What?
3. 3. English, Hindi, Telugu, that's all. So where did 4 come from? Oh, I did Sanskrit.
I want you to speak a bit Bhojpuri.
Okay.
For my people.
You
For
tell,
me,
I'll tell you
also-
after. I'll tell after you.
Okay, so thanks for inviting me. हमरा के इजा बुलावे खातिर बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
बहुत धन्यवाद.
Repeat once.
हमरा के
means for me.
हमरा के
इजा मतलब यहाँ.
इजा
बुलावे खातिर बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
हमरा के इजा बुलावे खातिर
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. It's easy. I really want you to speak Bhojpuri a bit.
हमरा के इजा बुलावे खातिर बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
Okay. That was a Bhojpuri. You know, Bhojpuri is a, you know, the difference in Bhasha and Boli. The Boli is local language. In India, after 100 kilometers, we have different languages, culture. So Bhojpuri is a Boli. Came from Hindi language, basically. All language comes from Sanskrit language. So Bhojpuri in Bihar, we don't have only one language to speak. In Bihar, we have 3 languages: Magahi, Maithili, and Bhojpuri. So most of the people speak Bhojpuri.
I'll mostly be the fan of directors rather than the heroes.
Exactly. My favorite is S. Rajamouli after James Cameron. Who made Avatar actually? Okay, but you know, when you were speaking about like first time I saw you during the CC presentation यहाँ चल रहा था, तो मैं वहाँ बैठा था, मैं फ्रेंड्स लिए था, मैं नहीं था, हाँ, he was here only. तो और मैं दूसरी सेकंड चीज़ कि आप जो इनिशिएटिव ला रहे हो, when it comes to money, people take a step back. Okay, when it comes to money, कोई टाइम नहीं है सर, but किसी के लिए आइडिया लाना, वो भी उसके लिए जो कि आप खुद को उस जगह पे कोई फील की हो, ओके, एंड मोरओवर आपको लगता है कि हाँ आप किसी की तो हेल्प कर सकते हो, ओके, एक ही बच्चे को ले लेते हैं, 75,000 सच अ ह्यूज मनी, एक बच्चे को ले लेते हैं.
We paid it for 3 people actually. तो leftover fees थोड़े लोगों को 25 था, दो लोगों को something, it was some 20-25 like that it was left, so 3 people had paid. The second half, Navtaram was done in second half. Like first half हो गया, तो they have to pay anyways in the starting. So for the second half we paid for 3 people. हो गया head boy से खत्म हो गया. और ज़्यादा नहीं कर. We'll end up अगर waiting.
कुर्सी, भाई तू कॉफ कर दे.